Hello, great woman of wealth and potential. My name is Athena Gardner. I'm the founder of Wewealth Women. And if you are new here, Wewealth Women is a wealth learning community for women who are interested in creating their own wealth legacy and owning their wealth narrative. I created Wewealth Women to kind of take away the stress, the overwhelm, the lack of support a lot of women may feel when it comes to navigating wealth and their journey with that. Oftentimes, women may feel like they cannot create the wealth on their own. And I'm here to tell you that you can, and the different avenues for that. So, which leads us into what our topic is today. And our topic is going to be the wealthy woman mindset. Okay, this is the mindset that we need to go in on 2024 and beyond. Okay, the wealthy woman mindset. But before we get started, I want you to right now like and subscribe. I can't even pronounce it. Like and subscribe wherever you are, whether it's YouTube, podcast, wherever you are watching this right now. And also be sure to head over to wewealthwoman.com. There, I have a ton of resources. You can sign up for the membership. You can sign up for the wealth notes. You can sign up. All of these things are tools and resources complimentary to give you all that you need to create your own wealth. So, before further ado, let's get into the wealthy woman mindset. Now, this is going to be a wealth mindset video, and the reason I feel that we need this, I think the mindset is the first thing that we need to address when it comes to being a wealthy woman, especially if you are a woman that does not come from a wealthy family, which is very few of us because the statistics of that reveals that the wealth in this world is highly, highly concentrated. And I often see, I can tell a lot of mindset things from people as I spend time with them. And I do notice people with wealth, people with resources, people with money tend to have a different mindset about and habits around certain things than others. But what I've also realized is that people who, even those who have money and resources, don't necessarily even have a wealthy mindset either. I've met a lot of wealthy people who have a mindset of lack, a mindset of poverty, a mindset of fear of loss, basically lack to sum it up. So, what I want us to focus on is having the proper mindset. So, the first thing we need to do for the wealthy woman mindset, okay, if you are a we wealth woman, you need to overcome limiting beliefs. So, we're going to talk about overcoming limiting beliefs. So, what I realize with a lot of us is that the biggest barrier to wealth is our belief in ourselves and our belief to have it, create it, manage it, and even our worthiness, feeling that we deserve it. What I find with a lot of women is that they don't feel that they deserve to be wealthy. They don't feel like they deserve to have resources. They don't feel like they deserve to have money. They feel if they do, they feel like they have to go through this strenuous process and prove their worth. The divine saw fit for you to be here. So you are divinely worthy of having wealth. And that is a mindset you need to incorporate as we're moving on into 2024 and beyond. You deserve to have wealth, and you need to get into the mindset of feeling like you deserve it. So, what could help you with that, right? What can help you with overcoming your limiting beliefs? I want you to do an exercise. You can do old school, pen and paper, put it in your Apple Notes, however you want to go about it, and write down, ask yourself the question, and be honest with yourself. Do you feel like you deserve to have wealth? Do you feel that without having to do anything for it? Now, I'm not saying you're not going to have to, but just for the purposes of the exercise, do you feel that inherently you deserve this? And then write down why you think you don't have it. And then write down why you think you're not going about creating it. Because in that process of writing down everything, you're going to find that what it is really beliefs that it's going to take too long. It's going to require so much work. Um, it's like a pipe dream. Nobody around me has wealth. Nobody, it's going to be too hard for me to do this. And those thoughts that we often have as women, that the ones I just went through right now, they paralyze you. They paralyze you because you thinking that stops you from doing something to change it. So you find yourself stuck. You find yourself stuck in just doing what you've always done, right? Just doing what you've always done. And to be honest with you, if you right now, where you sit, where you stand, where you are, and you're struggling financially and you do not have the wealth that you want, it is in what you thought and what you have done that will continue to keep you where you are, which is not where you want to be. So, in order to change your station or where you are, you're going to have to change your thoughts and your actions, because the thoughts and the actions you have right now has resulted in where you are right now. Now, I know that a lot of things can be said. I was born into a family like this. I had these experiences. I was born into poverty, whatever the reasons are. And those are reasons. But what I always used to think of is there are people who are a lot of first of all, a lot of millionaires are self-made. But other than that, I think of people like Oprah. I think of people who have, I've met people who have been orphaned, all kind of stuff that have achieved a lot of success and wealth. So if they can do it, why can't I? You know, that's the type of mindset that I feel like we need to adopt to overcoming the limiting beliefs. Because if you grab onto the excuse of why you can't, you never reach for the ideas of why you can. And the beliefs and the ideas of why you can is going to result in you doing to make that happen, right? Because the other thing that I want us to focus on when it comes to being a wealthy woman, you're going to have to, cultivate a growth mindset. You're going to have to cultivate a mindset of, expanding, a mindset of expansion, a mindset of, I need to nurture something. It will take some time to change from stagnation to progress to growth, to recognize wealth. But it's also going to require your attitude to adjust to, I can have more. I can focus my energy towards having more instead of complaining about the things I wish I had or don't have. Because what the complaints do, because they don't change the situation. They definitely don't do that. They definitely don't change the situation. But I find what the complaints do is that it reinforces the thoughts within you, the feeling inside of you that says that I am powerless, that says that I can't do this, that says that this is going to be too much work, that says that this is going to take too long, that says that I can't have what I want. Nobody around me has this, so how come I can't have this? I don't even know how to go about it. You have to first believe you can and expand in that way, so you start looking for how to do. So you start attracting how to do. So you start looking for the resources on how to do. So you find the resources of how to do. And speaking of resources of how to do, make sure that if any of this is resonating with you right now or towards the end of this recording, head on over to wewealthwomen.com. I have a bunch of resources for from our wealth learning community that will be helpful for you. We have our weekly newsletter that is called the Wealth Notes. There you can get all things We Wealth Women, what we're doing, resources available to you, information to help you grow the wealth that you deserve. We also have our own app that is available for our community as well. You can download that on the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store as well. Right? So those are some of the resources when you're doing this, cultivating your growth mindset. And I just said, the resources are going to come to you. You attracted this video. You are in the mindset, you are in the space, you are in the vicinity of cultivating that growth mindset. Because that growth mindset is going to be key for you to have that confidence, for you to have the financial confidence, the wealth confidence that you need. Because what I find is that most of us suppress, it's almost like the fear of failure. You're not confident that you can do it. So the lack of confidence, because you don't want to further risk the attempt to try, because if you try and fail, it just confirms how you already feel. If you try and fail, it just confirms how you feel. So your lack of trying, you get a false sense of safety in the lack of trying, because at least you didn't try, so you don't know for real if you're going to fail, even though you feel like you're failing, even though you feel like you could be managing your money better, even though you feel like you could be having savings and investments, even though you feel like you should be traveling the world or having the experiences you want, but you can't afford them, or you've told yourself you can't afford them because you haven't really done the work to create the life and the resources to be able to. And because you're not confident in your ability to really do that, you don't try. But in 2024 and beyond, the wealthy woman mindset is one that has financial confidence in herself because she has equipped herself with first the knowledge, then got the tools, and then has implemented them. Because when you are, the confidence come when you do the work. If you're lacking confidence, it's because you have a high amount of fear. And the only way to defeat the fear is to actually do the work. Because as you do the work, as you learn, as you find the resources, as you implement, as you see the bank account growing, you'll get the confidence. You'll get the confidence, right? As you attempt to create a business, as you learn investment strategies, wealth creation strategies for yourself, as overcome limiting beliefs and incorporate that growth mindset, things expand. Things expand for you. I want to grab something. And for those of you watching the video, you can see this is the book that we're reading for our book club this month. If you're interested, if you are part of the Wewealth Women membership group, you're in the app, you're in the learning community, you're in the book club, this is the book that we're reading. It's called The Magic of Thinking Big. And the reason why I chose this book for January, obviously January is like a huge month for like growth mindset and things around that. But I thought for us, and this is not like a wealth or finance book, we do have those throughout the book club this year. But I wanted us to get on the same page. I wanted us to work on the mindset because I promise you, and you have seen this, it doesn't matter how much money you have. If you don't have the correct mindset, you can lose it. How many people we know have gone bankrupt, lost their millions, won the lottery. The most common cases of this are people who win the lottery and end up destitute after. Why is that? How do you squander millions? Because they never knew the knowledge of how to manage it. They never implemented the tools and the resources to do it. And they got the money with the same mindset they had. So, because their bank account might have changed with the lottery winnings, but their mindset didn't. So they went back to, your mind will kind of push you back to what you think, right? Your mind will take you back if you don't have the proper mindset. So we need to address the mindset first. So I actually really love this book for that because it gives so much practical good advice to help with mindset. Now, the other thing I want us to have is being resilient. And I know a lot of us have had successes and failures in life. And the true, you ever seen those memes where it's like this ladder to success? To be honest with you, failure, you need to learn to embrace failure. We need to become resilient in that way in embracing failure. Why that is. If you never failed at something, you never tried. And when you're doing something new, when you're doing something or approaching things from a new way, you have to be open to the possibility and the reality that you may not get it perfect, that there might be some missteps, but that is how you learn. And you need to be resilient and actually graceful with yourself to give yourself grace that and room to fail and to try and to get up and try again. In my journey with entrepreneurship, I'm a CPA, by the way. Entrepreneurship, businesses, all of that. Um, that was one of the hardest lessons for me because I had such a perfectionist thing. Like I had to be perfect. I was very self-critical, and that held me back because I didn't give myself room to fail, and I wasn't used to failing. I was naturally good at things intellectually, so I succeeded in school and work and things like that. And entrepreneurship required a different hat. And I'm just like, things aren't going smooth, like things aren't being messed up. Um, and I had to learn how to get out of my own way and to recover from delays and failures. And it made me bounce back from failure stronger, but I learned and I was able to implement and move forward. And the failures become oftentimes the foundation of your future successes. So if you look at it that way, you're never really taking a loss unless you decide to stay there. You're really just moving forward and creating the foundations that your success will be built upon, because it is actually in the moments of failure, of delay, of where you need to have that mental fortitude that you develop the skill set for your future and success. And that is how we need to be resilient. And that is how we need to look at failure if you want to be a wealthy woman. Last but not least, wealthy women, you need to nurture positive money habits. Money, and it took me a while to learn. So some background on me is I have a bachelor's in accounting, a bachelor's in finance, and a master's in accounting. I am a professionally licensed CPA in 2 states actually. I had to do a little of that. And the funny thing is, even though I went to school for finance and all of those things, what I realized, much of wealth and finance, the education that I received that was I would perceive as more impactful, I learned outside of school. I learned from having millionaire mentors. I learned from um, networking. I learned from really looking into seeking wealth knowledge outside of school. That was the most profound for me. And what I realized is it is more so a habit. It is more so behavioral. It is more so emotional. It's more so psychological. Because put it like this, the average person knows that we need to be good stewards of money, that we should be investing, that we should be creating wealth. But only few of us are able to do that or have the discipline or the habits and the mindset that support it. And even fewer of us identify that, and even fewer of us actually do the work towards that or actually embark on creating that for ourselves. So it is more so habitual than information. I know a lot of people who doctors, lawyers, dentists making business owners making so much and still live paycheck to paycheck. Why is that? Because wealth creation is emotional, psychological, habitual. And with We Wealth Women, that is what we focus on. Because we're women, we know we know that money is important. Okay, we know that money is important. So I'm not telling you something that you already don't know, but what you want to know is how come you have not been able to sustain and grow the wealth that you deserve? That is the question you want to know, really, because you already know you're supposed to be doing it. So if that is something, feel free to, sign up on a website, join us, join our community. It's complimentary, it's free to join. And also, we're having a New Year, New Wealth workshop at workshop.wewealthwomen.com. And in that new year, I'll put it back up, New Year, New Wealth workshop, I'm going to make a deeper dive into how you can create this wealth for yourself and how to finally do that and the reasons why from a psychological, emotional, societal, all kind of I'm attacking this from all angles. So you can finally solidify that within yourself. Your why needs to be big. Your why needs to be huge. Because I find that once your why is big enough, you will do it. And the reason you haven't is because you haven't locked in that on that why. But that workshop will get you together for sure. So, quick recap on everything. To have a wealthy woman mindset, you need to overcome limiting beliefs. You need to cultivate a growth mindset. You need to have financial confidence. You need to be resilient. Okay. Don't fall down each failure, each step back, and have a positive money habits. Now, if you want or need help or would like to cultivate this type of mindset, feel free to follow us on our social media at Wewealth Women on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, especially. And just know that all of that is available to you. Also, sign up for our weekly newsletter called the Wealth Notes at go.wewealthwomen.com. I appreciate you all for watching and listening to me. I hope all is well. I hope that this video inspires you to get the mindset that you need for 2024 and beyond. My name is Athena. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like and subscribe. All the links will be listed wherever this video and audio is posted, in the description box, in the bio, in the profile. And be sure to sign up for wewealthwomen.com for all things resources. We help women create wealth legacy and own their own wealth narrative. I appreciate you, and until the next time.